We're live.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to let Vaughn hit the button from now on because he would give me a counting or something. So, boy, welcome back to the cold, guys.
Yeah.
The cold is back. It's winter again. It's ridiculous. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. So, welcome back. Welcome back to. Wait a minute. I almost forgot. See, look, man, out here.
Nothing but answer. 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 Yeah. Nothing but answer. Nothing but answer. Nothing but answer. Calling the dreams. I'm calling the dreams hurt. Us and shadow back like Sebby, but my mind talking cars next care. Cause Sebby don't side, but.
Woo! Hey,
That's
Vaughn,
dope.
you missed that last week. Leanne went hard on that.
I see.
Yeah, Leanne went hard body karate. You feel me?
Mhm.
Like, that's why I got all that shoulder out this week. Hot.
She got them showing that flesh.
Like, yeah, I did that. So welcome back to another edition of Nothing But Answers.
Nothing but
Yes. So what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Vaughn, how you doing, man? We missed you last week.
I'm good. I'm good. Cold, bro. But I'm good.
You can't take me to 80 and then take me to 30
The next day.
Yeah, that's what I'm in trouble. Doc, how you feeling?
Tired.
Yeah, long week. And then they're doing a lot of stuff with
Tired.
the family.
Been a long week. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And some strength, some no-dos, keep you awake. Lynn, what you drinking on over there? What's that? What you drinking on?
Yeah.
Eyes looking at me when she heard what I said.
Mm-hmm.
You good, Lee? I know Lee's gonna be in the background today, so maybe not get my hair, but she's gonna be doing our thing. Your sister said, "Look at my beautiful sister. Look at my beautiful sister." Chucked up the deuces. Donnie, how you doing, girl?
Hey, all is well. I'm over this weather, but otherwise everything is good.
Word. I was just reading something in I think it said in Minnesota, Iowa, something like that. They're about to get 5 feet of snow or some crazy stuff like that.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting.
Said,
Who do we write letters to? Who do we boycott?
You know what I mean? I blame Trump. I don't know. Somehow it's his fault.
Yes, agreed.
I don't know how, but I'm going on.
I thought people were blaming the groundhog.
Groundhog Trump, same different.
The groundhog too. We put them in the same box.
So anything this week that anyone's seen? Anything anyone's seen? Anyone I wanted to start with? Just offhand, though. Really?
It's a whole lot. No, it's a whole lot going on. You can just go on the news and be like, well, they over there bombing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's a big thing.
That
I don't know.
Crazy because how does it affect us here? Right? It's
I was
so
gonna
far
say
away.
that's a whole lot.
Right. It's far away now, but how does it affect us here? What can happen here? Now I'm afraid to go to anything with a lot of people. So if it's more than 10 people there, it's gonna be 9 because I'm not showing up.
Where people was complaining that they couldn't get flights in TSA. I'm like, why would y'all want to get on the plane right now anyway?
So let me say this. My daughter is getting ready to get married next month. We're trying to make plans to get to Miami. Trying to make plans right now for anything in the near or far future is a little bit scary too. That part.
Yes.
It feels like it's far away, but it is definitely affecting us. And gas prices, of course.
Right. So I bought a new bike. So I'm gonna be cause gas is so high. So I was bought me an e-bike. I'm gonna get around.
Listen,
I ain't mad at you.
Maria said hi, everybody.
Hey,
Yeah,
Maria.
Gotta do what we gotta do. Welcome back. Yeah, that's crazy. Anything else anyone has seen or just off the top?
So I had an interesting dialogue on a question posted in the group this week about a man asking a woman what she brings to the table.
Oh,
And
right. I was gonna get to that. Yeah.
And I mean, I appreciate the fact there was a gentleman who actually asked me why my response is immediately no, like
right.
Why the conversation ends right there. And I appreciate the dialogue. He wanted to open a dialogue and find out why.
Hey, if you can, Lee, could you pull up that post? I know you're looking for it because you're on it. So basically, the groundhog was assassinated. As Maria said. The post asked, what's the correct verbiage?
If a man asks you what you bring to the table, what is your response?
Yeah, something to that.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see if I can find it real fast. I thought it was very interesting. The it definitely stirred up a lot of things.
Yeah, I was so mad. They got so angry.
I was like, well, never mind. I was like, yeah. I didn't realize this would do this to the room. It's crazy.
Because I asked, I said, I understand it. I understand why y'all would say that, especially at this point in time. And it seems like bad taste, but isn't that the question, or don't you answer similar questions in the interview?
I'm sending it to you right now, Leanne. So basically the question was, if a person asks you, what do you bring to the table? What is your response? If a person asks you, what do you bring to the table, what's your response? And
is that the one I posted, or was that a different one?
I'm not. Oh, no, this is one that who it looked like Ruth might have posted this.
Yeah, because I think the reason why I posted mine was because it specifically asked if a man is asking a woman, and that's where that's
okay. I like this one's gender neutral, so everybody can answer. So that, we want to be friendly to everybody. No, but okay. So, what was your response?
I know y'all don't. Evil.
And so, what was your response to that? If a man is asking you, what do you bring to the table? Your response was what?
Are you asking me specifically?
Yes. Since
that means we don't have anything else to talk about.
Right. Now, why is that?
Because I feel that a man who's asking that question flat out. Okay, so if you are getting to know someone, which is kind of where I took the context. If you're getting to know someone and that is a question that they ask you outright, then it seems as though they are looking to add something to their own table. I personally already have my own table as is, and I am looking for someone who wants to kind of share a life with me. Not that somebody who I have to add something to their circumstance, or that I'm looking for anybody to add to mine. I just want us to be able to enjoy each other's company. If we build something off of that, cool. But I also don't feel like that's something you should outright ask someone. I feel like that's part of what you're trying to grow and learn of somebody. Like I said, unless, you're trying to find somewhere to sleep. So that's the vibe that question gives to me, is what are you going to do for me? And I'm not going to ask some man, what are you going to do for me? So I'm not expecting any man to ask me, what am I going to do for him?
Okay. All right.
He that's not
on me. Go ahead.
He didn't even ask that. He said, what do you bring? What do you bring to the table? My response, like you saw, my response was, you said the word share. So when you say the word share, that means that I see what you have, you see what I have. It's transparency. If I ask you, what do you bring to the table? And you already, that means I'm already willing to say this is what's going on with me. How's that me trying to get what's on your plate? If I'm saying we're supposed to, and you use the word share. So how is that? And like I said, if you go on an interview, you ask, those particular questions are always asked. What do you bring to this company? What does this company gain by being in association with you, hiring you?
Doc.
And also,
Go ahead,
I'm not.
Doc.
I mean, for me, it's not about.
Yeah.
We heard.
Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead, y'all.
What was that growl about?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead,
Again,
y'all,
I'm
because
I don't pretend to speak for all women, but for one,
Doc,
it's context and it's verbiage. So instead of asking me what I bring to the table, which again is an implication that I have to build something for you or I'm responsible for giving something to you, you can ask me, there's a different way to phrase it. Maybe that's, I think. And what I also ended up saying on the question is, I don't have a problem with you wanting to know who I am or what I have to offer, but there's a different way for you to ask, because that gives an implication. Like I said, what do I bring to the table comes from a culture in which I have to almost pay my way to get into your good graces. And that's, to me, with that question, the verbiage signifies to me.
Right. So what I learned is that this is the woman brain as opposed to the man. This is how the woman thinks about it, the man thinks about it. Because my thing was, I don't understand why asking a question, getting to know you is the problem. It's no different than me asking you, do you have a house? Do you have kids? You know, what's your, your financial background, all these things. So asking someone what they bring to the table, I feel like if that, I don't understand the negative connotation, but again, that's how
at all.
Hearing it, right? And a lot of women said kind of the same thing. And I'm
because it's usually brought up in the context of trying to tell somebody that they're not up to your standard. So that's that's why that verbiage has that negative connotation, because every time I've ever seen that is in a discussion about two people having a discussion about who is doing better. And the person is like, well, what do you bring to the table? It's hardly in a sit down conversation where we're talking about what we both want in a relationship.
Right. Maria said.
So that's why I think that's why it has that negative
connotation to it.
It's a negative trigger.
Okay.
And I
remember,
I did a lot of hiring in my career. Never asked anybody what they bring to the table.
Me neither.
So,
that's also, I'm a trainer and
in a job interview.
Okay. So when you have your resume, you present your resume, right? You present that resume, it has everything that you bring to the table on it, right? Right. So when I opened this statement up, I said, now it seems to be in bad taste, but don't they ask these questions or questions similar to this? That's exactly what I said.
Than the same question.
But I said it. Either way, I said it. They either ask the question or one's like it. Y'all stuck to one side. Y'all stuck to one side of what I said.
Okay, real fast.
I looked at both sides of it, and I said similar is not the same as the same question. I don't think any person hiring would say to somebody, "What do you bring to the table?"
No, they would ask for your resume.
They might ask for your resume. They might ask for your strengths, and that's a completely different question. What are your strengths? Yes. What strengths do you bring to your communication or your relationship, your ability to be in a relationship, or what makes you a strong partner is completely different than what you bring to the table.
All right, 1 second.
Can I say this?
From the group, real fast, Leanne, from the group, little sis said, because most men who ask the question is asking the question in a derogatory manner, fuel their ideal that women only bring sex to the table. But for kicks and giggles, I'll be the spread. Oh, Maria says she'll be the spread on the table. Love it. All right, go ahead, Leanne.
That was dope. That was dope. Even asking, why are we bringing something to the table? Because I can say whatever I want. What I do is something totally different.
Very
so
true.
The question is null and void.
Right.
If you getting to know somebody and see what type of things and qualities they have, rather than you sit here and you tell me, and just like a resume, I can lie all I want on that resume.
So enough, and people do.
Feet hit the fire that we discuss, and we see what is really what. So asking me, what do I bring to the table is not a fair. It's not. It doesn't prove anything.
Can I ask you a question?
Well, let me say something first. I'm just confused, right? When we're and again, what I'm hearing kind of is that phrase is the problem more than you asking questions about whatever she asked. It's the bringing the thing to the table. That actual phrase is more of the problem, not if you ask in a different way. Is that what I'm hearing? Kind of, sort of?
Yes. For me.
Okay. All right. So, because that phrase is so polarizing and it's led, and all the women are kind of saying the same thing. So I have to take their word for it. And I wouldn't think it would be a problem if I asked what you bring to the table if I met you, because I want to know what's going on early. Like, hey, what do you have going on? Right? What do you have going on? What I have going on? Does it match? You know, where do you stay at? Where do you live? Where do you have a house yet? We have kids. You want more kids? I mean, I'm just saying for me, that's what it means, right? So before you say, but I'm just saying for me, that's the meaning I have with it. So some of the meanings that you guys are saying, I didn't think of it that way. I'm just thinking like, yo, what you got going on? You know what I mean? What's going on with you? And if you lie, I'm gonna find out later, and I'm finding you ain't ish to deal with anyway. So I'm gonna tell you get on. If you tell the truth, then I'm gonna find out too. But I mean, some things in the beginning I want to know right now, because there's some things that I want to make sure that's not violating one of my non-negotiables early, so I can get up out of here before we get down the road.
Then say your non-negotiables.
But like I don't have to say my non. I'm saying, what do you bring to the table? I don't want to influence you by telling you something already, because like I had one girl I told, I don't like people who smoke. I even tell them that, but so then she act like she didn't smoke, you know. So either way, all I'm saying is that I think that if we're talking and I'm asking you questions and I'm interested in you, and a question is turning you off, then you're really not for me anyway, because it's a question. I get, you could tell me like, wow, that question is kind of use your words, right? Say that question isn't really a question I like, because and maybe make me understand, because I don't see, until right now, I didn't really see the issue with asking someone what they bring to the table. I thought it was just a question that I'm asking in the beginning to figure out what you have going on, to see if I want to go further. That's what
it's a question you've actually asked a woman before.
No, no, I've never asked the question, but I've heard the question before, and I thought that's what it meant. To me, that's what it meant. I've never used that phrase.
If I just ask, when did you hear the question? Because my problem with the connotation is, I feel like it comes from a certain age and culture. And again, whereas this whole, a woman has to be able, it's almost like a competition type thing, as it was previously stated. I can't think of any man who's ever asked me, because I feel like that's something that a 25-year-old is going to ask, who's again trying to get out his mama's house. That's to me where the culture. That's what the culture.
When I meet somebody, I have a lot going on, right? My table is fizzle, so I need to know what's on your table to see if we even can get down. Because just with the logistics of the time I have, if you only can come out during the day, then I may not be able to mess with you. If you only can, like your schedule is so tight that you only can come out late at night, or if I only can see you on weekends, we can't work. Your table too full for me.
But these are specific
but
questions,
I'm asking,
as opposed to that big generalized What
Right.
do you bring to
Verbiage.
All
the
I'm
table?
saying, Doc, I'm saying
What do you
this
bring
is
to
how-
the table could mean,
to you.
do I have
I'm
a
saying-
job? It could mean, do I
Right.
have
How much do
kids?
you
It
make?
could mean, do I
It does. I do need to
have
know
a
how much
bank
you make.
account? It can
Yes.
mean anything.
So
But that's what I'm saying, Doc. To me, it just means like what you have going on. Like that's what I
Yep.
heard it mean. I never asked the question. I just thought it meant like I'm just trying to find more about you. Hey, what's going on? What's good with you? I'm telling you what's good with me, and we're kind of just telling the basics of who we are at the beginning. Like, hey,
And
I work.
there are definitely better ways to do that. It's not. It's like I feel some type of way. Y'all know how I feel about that phrase.
Right. How
It's
do you
for
feel?
people who can't express their emotions.
Right.
So I don't like that phrase. So if you want to know
hold on.
what I got going on, then you say, all right, well, what do you got? What kind of job you have? And what kind of financial background do you have? And do you own stocks and bonds? Do you have a house? Do you have a car? There are much better ways to talk about this
How would
than
you feel?
some general, what do you bring to the table?
Well, how would you feel if I said, hey, all right, so tell me about yourself? Is that a bad
Yes.
question?
I've heard that.
Yes.
That's fine.
That's fine. Okay, so
Yes.
really that phrase,
Yes.
what you bring to the table, because your table is broke. I'm sorry, because the table is broke.
mhm.
It's not our table. It's we assume what somebody else's table is when they ask that question. That's for me anyway. Again, I don't speak for all,
get, Donnie.
but
How could
that's
you
what I.
assume- How would you assume if I'm asking you what you have on your table means?
Because I don't feel that I'm not asking anybody to bring anything to my table. So I'm not trying to rock with anybody who's trying to have me bring something to theirs.
But that's not true.
To me, a table.
That's not true, because when we're separate, right? Our tables or whatever we're doing is separate, right? We're all living. We should all be living independently. But when we come together, on your table and my table could clash or make don't mesh well. Like for me, that's a
So
big
that has
problem.
nothing to do with the question, though. That's not the question. You're not asking me what
To me,
we're
it
going to do in. Well, to me, it doesn't. And I
Right.
think
But
again,
see-
that's what the difference is, and
Right.
where the context of that question comes from for me.
Right. Okay. And
And
I had
again,
worked with a lot
so-
of women. Every woman pretty much said the same thing. They were upset. But I felt it was like, why can't I learn about you? Because should I just accept you at face value? Should I not be able to know, what I'm dealing with? Are you so great that I should just accept you because you're a cute face? I don't think so. I need to know you got a 580 credit score so I can get the hell away from you. I need to know.
But that's what you ask.
Right.
What's your credit score? That's what you ask.
So that's better. Just ask me right out what's your credit score. That's okay.
Yes, that's fine. Yes.
Fellas,
100%.
lie. Just lie. Just lie.
Maria
Lie,
said,
niggas.
it's like being interviewed, but for a relationship, you might not want what the other person is looking for in a mate. Yeah, but
Ain't that what I said?
Exactly.
Ain't that what I said?
So saying
that's
what
just-
you bring to the table doesn't even cover that. Because if the person thinks that means what kind of job I have, and
Right.
you think it means how many kids you got, you're not gonna get the right answers anyway.
Right. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Mm.
That question is so
Mm.
polarized. Like, and I'm learning a lot about the question because I didn't really think it was that deep. And the women are they would just walk from the table. I'm like, well, walk, but beat it. It's more women than men anyway. That's why y'all single. I thought it was because you're all single and don't know how.
It's for me, it's one of those
It might be one.
generalizations that people use when they can't express themselves.
Gotcha. Okay. So that it makes a difference to me now. Like I kind of understand where it comes from because it definitely is. I can't put my way of thinking on it. If everybody's telling you it's wrong for them, then you have to accept that. So I accept that. Like not that I ever said it anyway. I just didn't know it was such a polarizing. But again, I've never said it. I just heard it. Like even in the thing, I'm like, oh wow, it's a question. I don't think I have a problem asking a question. Like if a girl asks me what I bring to the table, which women want to know what men bring to the table because they're supposed to pay for everything. So how you gonna know if I can pay for everything if you don't know what I bring to the table? So I think women want to know these things. Yeah, Donnie,
Because
what's
you
that?
ask, do you have a job? Do you have any money in the bank?
Oh wow!
That's what you ask.
So you worried
How
about
much
what
do
you
you
want to
make?
take off the house table, Vaughn?
Then
Mhm,
you know
mhm,
whether or not you
mhm.
pay for stuff.
Yep.
They worry about taking off their
They
table
want
got in the bank. Wow.
I remember it used to be a thing called a dowry when you got
Yeah.
married.
Yeah.
And you know what that dowry meant?
Wait,
What do you bring to the table?
Who paid the
The
dowry?
bride's family.
Yeah, so that's interesting. So the bride's family would pay to get rid of their daughter.
To get rid of her.
In order to
See, look, family don't like you women. They want to pay to get rid of y'all.
how much is the dowry? What do you bring to the table? When you merge, when rich families merge and their children, they will cut them off if they are not partnering with someone that can bring something to their family.
But guess what? Once the dowry is paid, the man is not responsible. So he has to have his own stuff together anyway, or the family's not offering the dowry in the first place. So if we want to go back to that means it doesn't matter what I'm bringing to the table. What matters is what my family's bringing to the table.
No. You're dead wrong. Because you gotta have that dowry first. You gotta have stop, Daryl. You gotta have the dowry first, and then the second part. No,
I don't have the dowry. My family does.
Wait.
The reason why they're trying to get rid of the women is because the women don't contribute to the household otherwise.
Oh, okay. Not what.
No, got you.
Yes, that's why we have to offer a dowry, because you're agreeing to take on the responsibility of me.
Right, wait. Listen, but see, you know what's on my table. Whatever my social status is, whatever my financial status is, yes,
I don't have to be responsible for that. You take that up with my dad.
You are not listening because I didn't say that. I said you know what my status is. You even said it. You know exactly what my status is. You know what I bring to the table. What do you bring to the table? And then we move forward.
I bring nothing.
Right.
My dad paid the dowry. Just take care of me. That's it.
Right. Because now she's a slave. So I would say
yeah.
That's how it was back then. You're not saying anything wrong.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You're a slave now. So if you you said you would love to be that, cool. But you don't have any rights. Yeah, you don't have any rights. You have to just do what you're told.
Cleaning. Please, somebody pay these bills. Yes. Sign me up.
Again, it was more than that. You accepted a lot being that way. It wasn't the glamorous life you think.
I didn't say it was glamorous. I said I don't have to worry about certain things. And that's really where I'm at right now. I don't have to worry about a table.
No, but
unfortunately in 2026, everybody has to worry about their own table.
Your table is all over town. It could be side babies, side women. It could be side eyes, all that. You said accept it all. I don't know. People act like that life was a great life. For some, I think it might have been, but for some, it was torture. I watched Bridgerton, and some of the people that he climbing on you anytime he wanted. It wasn't a good thing. And depending on how old he was, one girl in Bridgerton, he was real old, she was young, and he'd climb up. He died. He died on top of her. It's crazy. Lovely sunshine. As adults, you should all be able to verbally communicate and ask questions about each other's life. I think the question, what you're bringing to the table, is asked, what's your financial stability? Well, what's wrong with that? I need to know how financially stable you are. I don't want to incur another bill either. Just like women, want to know things. I don't want to incur a bill. I want to
ask that question.
Right. So hey fellas, keep asking the question. If they leave, that means their table wasn't for you. It was unstable. They had a book under one leg. You
don't assume that. Just mean it's not for you. There's a big difference. It just might not be for you.
Right. They can't verbally articulate their table.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought because women,
it's a guessing game, because I'm guessing what you want to hear. You're not giving me nothing to go on.
Well, still guess and say whatever.
I'm just saying random things, and if it still doesn't hit the questions that you want to know, it's still for naught.
No, it's no. Everything you say is taken in, and we learn something from it. Right? If I ask you what you bring to the table, I got bananas. You didn't tell me everything I need to know about you. You might not be for me.
I just went grocery shopping.
I got paper plates and napkins. That's what I got.
Yeah, what you bring to the table? My chairs. I have placemats. I'm like, thank you. Check.
I got some placemats and a couple runners.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the one. I think one person said something like, "I men should ask that question. I like men who take care of everything," and I'm like, how do I know I want to take care of everything with you? Just because we're on a date doesn't mean you met all the qualifications. So the expectations is crazy, I think. But like I said, I see a lot of people leaving these comments, and it's crazy, and kind of lets me know why some of them, not all of them, are single. Some of them, because they're hurt. Who hurt you? I want to give them all hugs. All hugs. Leanne, give us something else, please. It's very interesting. That was tough. But I do have to understand, fellas, don't ask that question, because even if you try and get the draws, you ask that question, you're messing it up for yourself.
It's over. It's over.
Yeah, say it wasn't that question.
I don't think dudes really ever ask that question anyway.
Yeah, real fast. Has anybody ever been asked that question on here?
Never.
Yeah.
Men don't ask that question.
D, have anybody? Oh shoot! Anybody ever asked you that question, Donnie?
No.
No. Leanne? Yeah. I would say I've never asked it myself. So I wonder if it's a thing that doesn't even ever really even happen, or is it something that the internet created and made this? Oh, so little sister, yes, I answered that. So maybe, like I said, the internet is making men ask these questions. I bring the Thanksgiving dinner, and so this is interesting. Court orders divorced man to support his stepchildren financially. When I say baby mamas, y'all be catching feelings. So it didn't give more context, so I don't know how long they were together or anything.
It don't.
How do you guys feel about that? If you have stepchildren, you were married, taking care of these kids, you get a divorce, and they ask you to take care of them.
No.
Yup.
No.
Yep.
They got a father. Right?
You signed up for the job.
No, I signed up to be her husband.
If we was together in marriage, you said to death do us part.
Right.
Part.
You took all of the baggage that came with me. Now you want to divorce and you want to break things off? No, sir. No, ma'am. This kid still needs to be taken care of. You signed up for the job. You signed up to death do us part. Keep that same energy, bruh.
So that with that same energy, right? Where that other parent at this whole time?
It don't matter.
It do matter.
You
That's
jumped
it.
in.
You right. You know what? You right, fellas. You are correct, fellas. Listen. She is 100% correct. Go ahead, Leanne. Tell him.
I already told him.
You sure did. You definitely did. Don't do that, nigga. Don't do it.
What do you think, D?
I don't know. I'm a little bit torn on the circumstance, to be honest. I don't know, without knowing the circumstance, like, is this the father passed away? Is this the only father they know? Has he been contributing to their lives for 10 years? And now this is essentially like the lifestyle that this woman is accustomed to, and he's leaving the household, and she has to find a way to take care of 3 children for the first time in 12 years. Like that's different than they got married 2 years ago and she came in with 4 kids and now she's like, no, you got to help me take care of them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think I need to know more about the circumstance.
I'm down with Leanne on this one. I feel like once you marry, you don't marry you marry the family, right? You marry everything involved in it. And you're acting as hopefully you're acting as such. Hopefully you're treating these kids like your kids if you're married to her. You're taking care of them. You guys are presenting a way of life. I think when you leave that, you definitely should have to take care of life as it was. I mean, I don't think you can just be, because you're tearing you're tearing yourself out of that kid's life as well, right? You're not just leaving her. that kid who is bonded to you is also losing you, right? So since you created a bond, a parent doesn't always have to be by blood. If you're acting as such, I think you have to take the good with the bad. And if you leave, you got to take care of little JoJo and Jimmy and Sarah that are not yours.
You can jump in and out as you please.
I
In
agree.
somebody's life,
I agree. As a man,
especially innocent.
Right. As a man, I think I would only feel right continuing to take care of the kids if I was in their lives. I don't know how I could say basically F them kids and walk away and not really feel anything. All right. So Maria said that's not his responsibility. It was good while it lasted. Unless he adopted the children or the biological father is dead. So I don't think this has anything to do with the biological father because you're there. Now, again, we don't know how much he had to pay. If the other father is paying, he may not have to pay full child support, but I still think he should be contributing to this household that he was once part of. I think it should be a time period. I mean, it shouldn't be a year, but once you become a family, you're a family, and you guys are choosing to rip the family apart for whatever reason, and you both have to suffer the consequences, I feel.
What do you guys think about a situation where the person thought the kid was theirs and then through DNA found out the kid is not theirs? Should they still have to take care of the kid?
If you sign that paperwork, it's yours. You found out. So if you sign the birth certificate, it's yours.
That's not yours.
Should have did due diligence.
Right. Once you sign that birth certificate, it's very difficult because the birth certificate doesn't say you're a biological father. It just basically says responsibility for the child. Right.
But under what pretense that you signed it? You signed it under a lie. That's a breach of contract.
Matter. That is your responsibility.
Y'all out y'all damn mind.
Go to court and see what happens. The court is going to say you signed a contract, right? Once this contract is legally binding, if you didn't want to sign this contract, you didn't have to, and you could have asked for the paternity test. You could have said, "I want a paternity test," and she said no. You could go to court to get a paternity test to see if that's your child. Once you don't do that, that's you willfully saying, "I accept this. Not only do I accept it, I'm signing the contract that says I accept it." So I seen one where a guy was with 13 years he was with the girl. Come to find out it wasn't his, and he still had to pay because you took ownership, basically, for lack of a better word, of said child, and you were acting in accordance of that child. Didn't Holly Berry have to pay for Eric Benet's daughter? I'm pretty sure and that wasn't her daughter. That was his stepdaughter.
She needs to go hiking.
But when Maria said, but when the child bonds with the other parent, I wouldn't stop their relationship if we were divorced. Right. And that's the other thing that shouldn't happen either. You should be allowed some rights to the kid, the stepchildren as well. So you can't just pay and not be able to see them on some type of schedule type of thing. But yeah, Doc, I think that if you sign that thing, it's yours. If you didn't sign it, you find it's not yours, cool. I mean, over the pandemic, a whole bunch of people found out their parents, fathers, whether they're fathers when they was doing that 23andMe and all that stuff. A whole bunch of people found out you not the pappy. and it's not much you can do. But another thing would be, if I'm already bonded to the child, it's going to hurt some, but I'm not going to not mess with the child no more, right? That would be, to me, I think some people can, but I couldn't walk away. If I've been in your life 7-10 years, I found out you're not mine, I'm not going to be like, well good luck. No, I'm like, we still gonna rock the same way we were because I'm all you knew as a father. You feel me? That's me. I don't know if everybody's like that, but I couldn't just walk away at that point.
But what you're describing is your personal obligation. I think for me, where I get stuck is, does a court have a right to say one way or another that this person has to be responsible? And in that instance, even as far as parenthood goes in general, paternity in general, I've never been someone who rocks with child support. I feel like a man should want to take care of his own, and if that's the circumstance, if y'all were married, then and you want to take care of the child, then you take care of the child, but not that the court should say that you have to take care of the child.
I get it, but sometimes if you're not willing to do right and you leaving this person high and dry, then it's tough. Like
Gotta be able to call them people.
survive, right? And the court can never be involved in your life unless you let them involved in your life. And once you sign a contract, they have the right to now. They now have now to go and proceed over this case that comes before them when they have a contract. Like, hey, here's a contract. You bought this car. It's yours, right? Same thing. So you signed the contract. That's when they have ability. But if you didn't sign it and you go to the paternity and it comes out not to be yours, then you'll be absolved of all things. Like I said, depending on what that child means to me, I'm not just going to walk away. I got girls I dated before, and I still am cool with their kids to this day. Like, I don't think just because I stopped seeing you, if me and the kid was, cool, I'm not going to just say F the kid. If they call, what's up? You want to go? You need something? Cool, let's go. But that's how I am. I know everybody's not that way. So you wouldn't have to force me to do anything. Go ahead, Paul.
No, I got 5 kids, but I only made 2.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
some kids make it into your heart.
In your pocket, in your brain, in your crib. He's just there.
I do think sometimes the court has to help the one party get some type of monetary support. It's tough if you break up and just leave someone, and you were paying a lion's share of the bills, and you leave. How does this person now supposed to survive? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because you did agree to, if you married them, to be in the trenches with them. So now you're guaranteed to stay with them for a while. And that's why you gotta make a good decision when you get married, right? If she got 4 kids before you married, that's deal breaker.
So you gotta ask them questions. Just don't say what do you bring to the table, but you gotta ask some questions.
Right.
How many kids are on your table?
Yeah.
Right.
How many chairs at the table?
That's a good question.
That is a great question. Broke code.
Yo, man.
That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't know how many plate settings are at your table.
Mm-hmm.
How many sippy cups? How many milk bottles?
Yeah.
What kind of chairs are at your table? High chairs?
High chairs.
If we setting dinner, how many forks we need, right?
Right. Does anybody need a bottle warmed? Like, is that
right? That's a good question. That's a really good question.
Mm-hmm.
How many bottles are warmed?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Leanne, put something on first. Definitely that. All right, let's see what we got here.
I think I have an answer to that question, right?
We know you do.
I think seriously. I feel like for men like that, it doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. We don't value what she has to offer, right? The face it's just a face. Okay, there's a million pretty girls out there. That does nothing for me, right? I could care less about your clout. I could care less about people thinking, oh, you're Aisha Diaz. That doesn't matter to me, right? But there are men out there that actually has value, right? They feel that it maybe it makes them look bigger. Maybe it adds to them somehow as a man. For some, some men think that way, right? So I think it's a situation where the piece has to fit the puzzle. We're just not the puzzle piece that fits that. You get where I'm coming from? Because we don't value what she has to offer.
But what does she
but some men do.
You don't know her. What is it that she's bringing to the table? Tell me. You tell me, because you know her so well.
I just asked you.
Listen, he just asked you, and what I'm saying, the conclusion.
I'm saying in general, because we are not in her position. We're not in her relationship, so we don't know what she's bringing. But the conclusion
that I'm coming to is because he's basically stating, from what I see, I don't understand what she could possibly have to offer that's worth $50,000, and I'm just telling him that maybe this is just not the situation for him, because he doesn't value what she has to offer. Okay. But there are men out there that actually value that.
And that's true. That's true, because there's always, for women to be able to speak like that, there's a reason.
Yeah,
right. It's because she's experienced that. That's why she says it so confidently.
It's fine.
So that means that there is some men out there that are willing to do it.
I like what you mean. All right, a little backstory. Aisha Diaz was on a show, and they were asking her about her dating life or style, whatever the case may be. So she was saying that she needs a man that can cover her and her bills at a cost of $50,000 a month. So to date her, you would have to be able to pay $50,000 a month to cover her bills. And she said not only her bills, she said she needs double of what her bills are in case you leave in 6 months, a year, or whatever the case may be. Because if she's not working at your request, she needs to make sure she's taken care of. So she said men should be, and that's her number. She said my number is 50,000, right? Other people have different numbers, be 2,000, whatever it is a month. And that's I guess he was referencing some men find that to be something they would pay 50,000 for. Some men are like, nah, we're not paying 50,000 for that, right? So that's a little context behind the conversation, and I guess the value. Do you value this pretty woman? And again, and the girl kept saying we don't know what she brings to the table, which I thought that was a bad thing. I guess only men say it. But I think what he was trying to, I guess he was trying to say, her face, her body. I guess she's a very pretty, girl that's all BBL'd up. So she has the look, and I think people are messing with her just for her aesthetics, because they feel like I got a pretty girl on my shoulder that I'm willing to pay 50,000 for. And that's the value was in her looks, really. I don't know how you feel like about that.
I think he's right in that it's really individualized.
Right.
And some people will value that and some people won't.
Right. Right.
Not everybody has the same value system.
Or the same money. So we got to start with that.
Is it fair to ask and say, hey, if you want me to be a full-time whatever to you,
slave,
you're right, here's my number to make that happen.
That's fair.
And that's what she's saying. That's what she's saying. Right. And there was a debate, is that prostitution? And
Call it what you won't.
Not, and I feel like she said, it's not that. She said, I got things going on. And they said she hiked up her number. They said, no way, she was 50,000. But anyway, if you're telling her to stop doing what she's doing, that's paying her bills, then you have to cover it. I mean, I don't think that seems like solid math to me, right? You want access to me at all times. You want to be able to me to jump and do what you want me to do, then, you got to pay to play. Right. So I don't think, and if she's getting it, is she wrong if she's getting it? Nah, do your thing, sis.
Absolutely not.
Do your thing, sis. But
she exposed her table. She exposed her table.
Well, no, she was transparent, Vaughn. She let you know.
Very transparent. Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Her table. This was on my table. 50,000. Take it.
A month.
What do you think, Don?
I'm not qualified to have this conversation. I don't know nobody that got 50,000 a month laying around that they can give to any woman. So I'm not in any position to judge either one. I feel like this is a conversation for a completely different tax bracket than I'm in.
So this was another conversation about this. They were saying that they hated that she did this because it makes women feel like this is possible. Right? It makes it feel like.
But it is.
It's really not. She's really.
It is to her. That's like saying that you can never be a famous NFL player or whatever the case may be.
Totally different.
If this is your Super Bowl. You got to go all in to what you think it is. You got to put your body on the line.
Your body ain't enough. See, that's what I'm saying.
Put your body where your mouth is.
or your mouth where the body is.
And this is the problem where she's, from my understanding, one of the top earners, one of them. She's one of them. So maybe she can get it. Most people can't get it. Most people are not getting.
You gotta have something to aspire to.
You
can't be having these girls out here with no hope.
Yeah, they can't. Go look in the mirror. Tell them girls to look in the mirror. They might get $50 a month. Like, let's stop playing games. Right, you have to, And I don't know what else comes with that. If she looks a certain way, and I don't know what else comes with it, right?
It's Kanye workout plan.
You know what I mean? I doubt it just looks. So it's very rare somebody's going to find this. And even they were saying, some of the girls in the nightlife are saying she's actually one of the top, I think her name Aisha Diaz. I don't know what she looks like. Well, one of the top, I guess, nightlife girls. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's bartending.
She's a woman. She's a woman of the night.
Yes.
Got you.
So and this also
somebody got to do it.
Right.
Everybody can't be everything.
No. Mm-hmm. My question to that too is, what is the retirement plan like? Because I think that life is a short-lived life, because there's always something new and fresh that I could probably purchase for a cheaper.
If I'm getting $50 a month, I gotta be smart about it and get my Roth 401k and all that in order. I gotta get my
right.
Robin Hood on and get my you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can't be out here in the streets playing stupid. That's like a football player. You're not gonna play football forever. So while you get it, you gotta be smart with the money.
Well, I think that's what she was saying too. She was like, I'm making. That's why she's doing it the way she's doing it, so she can, like I said, she's getting more than half her bills. Her bills are 20. She's getting 50 to cover if this person leaves in a certain amount of time before she finds the next next man to pay.
There's one born every day.
Well, there's not one, because that the amount of need to do that is, she is one of those. She's in the top 1%. You know what I mean? But like I said, everybody can't do this, right? Everybody can't do this. Or would you want to do this? Is this something you ascribe to do, where you're basically getting paid for services? How long can this last? If how she was saying it, that she knows men don't stay long, that's why she's charged what she's charging. How long can you do that for? And then you can't go into the work market after 10 years when now you're used up, nobody wants you, and you come into the work market and you're going to start at the bottom, right? Whatever you're doing, unless you have some great investments or something like that. So this doesn't seem like a great future to have doing this.
Right. So if she did this for 10 years, on the math, she roughly doing like $1 million a year, right? Something like that. In 10 years. So she did she's doing like 10 million. Putting half of that up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's gonna have to do something, because she's not gonna be no good to nobody. And that means she's at least doing 1 to 2 men a year. So she's got between 10 to 20 investors.
Well, no, she said sometimes they may go for an extended period, may go for a year, but she did say sometimes 6 months. So there's difference in the length of time that she actually is messing with these people. But like I said, I hear you, Vaughn. Like she has a lot of. It's not highway miles she's getting street miles. She's getting street miles, the potholes and rough miles.
And so amongst those that will invest in her, her value goes down, because now in the millionaires, we all 10 or 20 people. I'm not gonna be with somebody that my man was with.
Well, Vaughn, no, you made a good point. You say there's only 20 millionaires or people that can afford her. Well, if they all had, what's next?
What's next?
You ran through all the people.
She move on to the other field. She go from the NBA to the NFL.
Oh no, she's above them right now. She's not even at the NFL level. But could they pay what she needs? Could they give her that 50 racks?
Yeah, but nobody's gonna take you to that next level up there if they're going. All these low level dudes right here knocked her off, and it's at least 10 of them.
Nah, Vaughn, I think we're missing the point. They will take
right.
Girl Drea did. She went and found a young bull that was 21, 22 years old,
right?
And an NBA player, and at 40 some years old, and let him put a baby in her. Now she secured the bag. Like, women they know what they're doing now. They're going right to the old page and look, age.
Oh, you know what? You're right. The 20, old head.
Yeah, 40 and 20. Let's go. Let's have this last hope baby. With these powdered eggs. Hopefully it works out for them. Very interesting. That's interesting. I mean, but even if it's 50,000, do what you do. I don't.
I ain't mad.
I can't afford it. I've been around women before I couldn't afford it. I told one woman, I can't afford you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even look over here.
All right, y'all. That's me for the night.
All right, Doc.
All right, Doc.
All right, Doc.
Y'all. I gotta go lay down somewhere.
Yeah, you get some rest, Doc. All right.
Good night.
Hey, later. Do women sacrifice? I would say yes already, but let's see what they say.
Sacrificing in the relationship. We are the ones that want the marriage, so we come in ready. What exactly are women sacrificing in the relationship? We are the ones that want the marriage, so we come in ready. Men are the ones making all the sacrifice. Them want to be outside and they want to keep their money because some of these houses for free. What exactly are women sacrificing in the relationship? We are the ones that want the marriage, so we come in ready.
Yeah.
Men are the ones making all.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily agree with her, I guess. What do you think, Donnie? I see your face. What do you think? Maria said there's no power.
What'd she say?
I definitely heard that. That's part of what that was residual face from when you saying all that nonsense about her being 40 and the hope baby. I heard all that bull.
That's
anyway, true.
This whole pick me. We on to the next. The whole pick me culture of we're the ones that want to get married. A husband wants to be married to. I believe that we are husbands and wives before a man finds his wife. But a husband is also gaining as much as he is sacrificing. So I don't know. I don't claim to understand where this woman is coming from, other than for some dude who's like, yeah, I'm the prize to get his like.
Well, wait a minute. You don't think the guy is the prize?
We're both prizes. I just said husbands and wives find each other. Well, a husband is supposed to find his wife, but husband and wife find each other.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I think that we both gain from being in each other's lives, right?
Absolutely. Or what's the point? Otherwise, what is the point?
Absolutely. That's the point of having somebody around, because she brings something and you bring something and you like bringing it together. Right. So I didn't understand. If I don't want to give up on certain things, if I feel like I'm sacrificing, that means you're probably not the person I should be with.
Yeah.
Right.
If you don't want to, don't.
Right. If I'm doing it begrudgingly, oh, come on, get married. Oh, I hate this girl. I do. Like that's on you, my G. Like, why would you get into a situation like that? That doesn't make.
Don't do it.
Excuse me, have you played that upper gate runner? You know, blue soldier, left, right, times 2, -3? Yes.
Oh, your TV is loud. I was like, what? The neighborhood? Where you at, Vaughn? Yes, interesting. I think we need to
YouTube commercial. That was a YouTube commercial. I was trying to find the show to send it.
I wonder why, and it's the problem. They make marriage so adversarial these days. They make dating adversarial these days, and it's really, I think, taking hold, and people really believe that like men and women are just at each other like this. And I don't really believe it to be so. I think that the relationship still can be harmonious. I think we can coexist in a way that doesn't, like I said, most of the people I see don't reflect what I see on the internet. These relationships they talk about and bring the stuff to the table. And I don't see that. Like, you hear about it, right? But I don't see it. So I think most of it is internet based. But I'm sorry, earlier, Leanne's little sister said, her generation is big on these type of things, like what you bring to the table. So they're learning all these negative type of things from the internet, and they're thinking this is how we should date, which is why dating is becoming, trash, and people are marriage is down, dating's down, relationships down, people aren't having sex, people aren't drinking, people are really doing nothing these days, which is interesting.
Yeah, that's wild.
So, yeah, it's crazy. What you say, Lynn? You're talking. You're on mute. Don't be yawning like that. You're still talking on mute. You know you're on mute? You're going to keep talking to me on mute? Yes? I'm glad I can read lips. I can read lips and dimples. Look at the smile come. Look. look. Yeah, put something else on for us, Lee. Oh, man. This is crazy. I'm tired of getting in the chat in the group and people trying to chew me up all the time, too. Take it easy on me. I'm a nice guy. All right, go ahead. What we have? Oh, shit.
I'm in no position to be in a relationship that we're going to be 50-50 in, that we're going to be equals in.
Well, I wouldn't be in that dynamic.
You don't want to be an equal with your partner.
I want to be equal with my partner, but I feel like my philosophies I have for myself, I have for my partner. So my philosophy for myself is I need to be able to provide for myself before I join lives with somebody else. If you're in a position where you cannot afford to eat, I will help you as a friend, but that means that you shouldn't be in a predicament to.
But that's not what I'm saying, because I'm able to provide for myself because I showed up to the date alive. Okay, so I've clearly been eating.
This sounds like there's some deeper problem.
No, it's not a deeper problem. I'm asking a serious question because it's okay for us to spend money on y'all, right?
Mhm.
But y'all don't want to spend money on us sometimes.
Well, not sometimes. It depends.
All the time.
It's well, number one, again, the men normally spend money on the women because you're the one asking. So that's where that comes in. If I'm
Why aren't you asking?
That's true.
I don't want to.
That's cap. Women be like, when are we gonna go on a date? That's your way of asking. If you ask when are we gonna go on a date, or I don't say go on a date, or hey, before we do this, I have whatever fantasy rule that you made up in your own brain of 2-3 dates. But I'm just saying it's happening. So
Yeah.
like women are, subconsciously asking for dates, just like they subconsciously ask for marriage.
Mhm.
Oh, I
What
want a
if
ring
you ask
before this
for a
happened. Oh, I want to get married. I want to be married by this age. And niggas looking at her like, damn, you just really asked me to marry you without really asking. So they do all of this like beating around the bush ways of asking
while saying they're direct.
Yeah, while saying they're direct. Yeah. You should have known because I told you 17 hints.
Well, yeah, no, you should be direct. But again, this is why you have these conversations in the beginning of like, if we both went into this dynamic with marriage in mind, and now 7 years has gone by, you knew that this is what I wanted, and we're having that conversation, and it's like, hey, I was wondering by this. It's like, well, that's
why don't you just
guys
take the
already had
initiative
that.
then?
No, it's the fact that love whole shit until it's your hoe. Like,
They touched on a lot of interesting points. So yeah, if a woman says she wants to get married in 3 years, she's basically asking you to marry her, isn't she? You're saying if we continue to date, we're gonna get married in 3 years. Did she just propose to you on the first date? No.
No, she's telling you her timeline.
Right.
I can have expectations. It don't
No,
mean my
no.
expectations is going to come to fruition.
But that's your expectations. You want to be married. You just asked me. You said in 3 years we got to be
I didn't
married.
say I wanted to be married to you. I said I wanted to be married. Who
But
says
if
I
it-
want to see you after this date?
Again, so if you see me on date 2, you want to marry me.
What happened?
If you see me on date 2, that means you want to marry me. Then by what you just
No,
said.
no.
Yes. you
No,
came-
it means
I could just want to fuck with you for 2 months
So why are you telling me you just want to marry? You will be married in 3 years. Then you're not being
because that's what I want. I don't necessarily want you to marry me.
This all girls be playing games. See, that's what we see. Go ahead, Donnie. Wait, go ahead. Tell
I
me
was
about
just gonna say, to me, it's more the circumstance of just like you saying there's a credit score and a child limit for you. I'm not looking to give some man 5 years of my life if marriage is for me to give you 5 years and then nothing's going to come of it. I'm not saying I want to marry you. I'm saying my expectation is I know after 6 months. So after 2 years, if you're not looking to get married, then it probably means I'm not for you, you're not for me, and it's time to separate. It's not me proposing. That's me setting an expectation.
right, a proposal.
It's not a
expect
proposal.
to be married in 2 years.
No,
That's
I'm not
the thing.
expecting to marry you in 2 years. If after 2 years we're not married, then that means that we're not in the right circumstance. We're not looking for the right things, for the same thing.
We're playing with words. You're saying
no, it's not. It's not at all because I might decide in 3 weeks that you get on my last nerves. I don't like the way you chew, and I don't like the way you wear your sneakers. So I'm not trying to marry you.
But
I'm just saying.
Until you make the decision not to, you're on the path to in 2 years.
No,
So,
if that's the case, then you are proposing to me too by asking me out on a date. Like, no, it's not the same.
No,
it's setting boundaries.
I didn't say when I asked you out for a date, I want to be married in a certain amount of time. I didn't put any of that on the table because that may not be what I'm saying. When you put that on the table, when you say, hey, listen, I expect this, or in this amount of time, I need this, you're telling me that this is where we're going. If you stay here, this is where we're going. You're letting me know, but because you're like, this is where we're going. So you're letting me know that you want to get married to me. Unless I do something to let you not want to be with me anymore.
It's not to you. It's not to you.
If we stay on this train, it ends in marriage, right? That's what you're telling me. If you get off the train, then it doesn't. But if we stay on it, in 2 years, get on your knee, have a ring, because that's what I need.
Or be gone. But I feel like it's the same thing for any other circumstance.
Like
it's any other circumstance.
Like
if you're saying I don't date women with more than 2 children. And on the first date, she says, I have 3. Then you're like, okay, well, I know that you're not it.
I'm off the train.
So if a woman says, I'm trying to get married, I'm not trying to date a man for more than 2 years.
Right.
And you say, okay, well, let's see what happens. That's not her proposing. That's okay. Let's see if we're on the same wavelength. Or if you're saying, I never want to get married ever, and she's saying she wants to get married in 2 years, and you're not just trying to smash, then you get out. You get out. Like,
so you just putting everything on the table. So you put.
I mean, I'm not. I personally am not, and it's a big difference between putting it all on the table and bringing something to the table. That's 2 very different phrases. Just so that's clear there.
So
2 very different phrases.
No, I'm saying, no, wait. I didn't.
Put it all on the table means telling the truth
Donnie,
making things plain.
Donnie, why are you making something up that I didn't say yet?
One, I want you to know my name is Deani, unless you've known me before 1985.
Deani.
I said it wrong. I said it wrong.
No, it's okay. You could call me Donnie.
Okay, so
that's an old family name.
Nah, that's cool. My bad.
Call me
Miss. Okay.
She did call me Miss.
So like I said, you lay everything on the table, right?
Mm-hmm.
You put everything on the table.
Not necessarily, but
okay. I misunderstood what you said. My bad. I thought you
we lay everything on the table.
And you showing them this is what it is, right? You're showing them this is what it is. And if you don't, and at this particular time, if you don't do this, or we're like Daryl said, we on this train. At this particular time, if it doesn't lead to this, then this is over. So you tell him from the door. You're telling him from the door, this is what it is, which is actually a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
The women keep saying that it doesn't mean that it's necessarily you. So what does that mean? If it's not me, you're going to do this all over again and for another 2 years with somebody else? Y'all basically just said, right. So basically you just said, you made a proposal or you drew a line in the sand and said that this is the contract.
Proposal, whatever you want to call it. Here's what I'm telling you. 3 years, bruh. If you ain't on the knee, kick rocks.
Right. We agree.
But we agree.
But you making it seem like I got
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I said that you said something.
I was talking to Darrell.
I was the one that was talking.
But I wasn't talking to you.
Yo, I ain't about to do this with you. If I was the one that brought it up, you know what?
Yeah.
Darrell brought it up first.
Wasn't I just talking to Deani? Wasn't I just talking to Deani?
Oh, boy, I told you could call me Donnie. It's okay. Darrell just bringing up old stuff.
So, next topic.
Okay. Okay, it's funny.
But seriously, I would prefer you call me Donnie now. Now I would prefer that you call me Donnie. And as a matter of fact, when we in the room, if somebody calls me Donnie, I'm gonna know it's one of y'all. That's cool. I like it that way.
Say my name.
If somebody call me Donnie, I know it's either one or Mr. Braswell. Please call me Donnie. That's a proposal. That's I'm proposing that you call me Donnie. Please.
Yeah, but I mean, it's nothing wrong with saying what you want, but understand you are putting some parameters, some expectations, some things on it. Like you said, the difference is if I go in and I find out you have 3 kids, we're done right there, right? We're not dragging that out, as opposed to if you have 1 kid, then we're cool. We'll stay on that train until something derails it, right? The goal will be whatever the goal is. So if you're already telling me like I need to be married in 2 years, that's ultimatum, right? You're letting me know in 2 years you need to either do this or be gone. If you're a woman of your word,
know what you want.
Right. And you just asked me to marry you on the first date. That's crazy. I don't want to get married yet. You scared me away. That can scare people away, asking or presenting certain things. But I mean, 2 years should be more than enough time. I mean, you should know somebody by then. But I think marriage does the thoughts of marriage could scare off some people, especially with things that are happening today. This is another one. Okay, yeah, go ahead. With marriage and all the negative things that they say about it, and women just get money and they're doing it because they want to get divorced and get paid. I don't know if it's appetizing to get married anymore. I wanted to talk about Dak Prescott and how he got a divorce because the woman didn't sign a prenup, but I was told she said it wasn't because of the prenup. So I'm not sure. I can't really speak on that. But I don't think it's wrong to get a prenup. I mean, if I'm worth $300 million. What do you think, Vaughn?
Get a prenup.
Right, $300 million. I don't think that's wrong. I mean, you got to protect yourself. I think he only knew her for 2 years, 2022, so 4 years. But in that time, he definitely put 2 kids in her.
Oh, that's where he messed up.
Right. I mean, and messed up in the sense that it's the right way.
So now you gotta, excuse me. Right. So now it ain't even if you gotta pay.
Right.
Either way, and it's gonna be astronomical.
Right. But I guess it's gonna be cheaper than paying for everything.
A divorce,
alimony, right? So he does save. But like I said, someone said it wasn't. She said she got her own money. She comes from a family with money. It wasn't that. It was some other things. It was a joint bachelorette party. Maybe they saw something. Maybe something happened there that wasn't cool. Leanne, play something, please. Is Leanne frozen?
No.
Oh yeah. Oh, can you play something, please?
Give me a second.
And say, look, babe, I'm on the show. I'll hit you later. Say, hey, lamb chop. A little busy right now. Yo, you had any cute names girl call you Vaughn other than the cardboard man?
Fasa. Okay. Yeah, I don't think anybody called me any cute names. They call me like, what you do to the girls there?
Dickhead and all type of stuff like that. They said the negative thing. They never really said too many things positive. I hate you. Why'd you do this to me? Who is she? Who is she?
Mm-hmm.
All in my business. I'm like, why are you all in my business?
Right. That mother. Yeah.
There's never nothing cute. I don't know why girls are so mean.
No, it's the fact that love hoe shit until it's your hoe. Like, y'all love freaky shit, but you don't want your bitch posting shit like that, but those are the type of pictures that you're liking. That's what you're attracted to. I don't get it. And then, okay, you could like a picture, but you don't have to like the picture, period. As women, we could scroll past fine all day, Okay, he's cute, keep scrolling. It's that, but want to follow the bitch. They want to like the picture. They want to get in the bitch DM. We don't got to go that far. We could look and keep going. Get too attached to certain shit, too focused on looks. At the end of the day,
wait, I didn't say nothing about DM, and I said
not
like
about you. I'm
no, I
talking
know,
about
but
this
her.
overall.
Interesting. So I can't really speak to this much because I'm not really into liking pictures and all of that. I've never really been that person, so I can't speak to it. But that's interesting. So she basically was saying guys like certain pictures, but wouldn't like it if their girls did it. If that's, am I hearing correctly? No,
I think so.
I didn't really understand where that was coming from, Lee. Was she kind of saying, do you know at all, Lee? Kind of.
Go ahead. What was you saying?
What was she saying, really? I didn't really understand.
Basically, she's saying men are hypocrites. You say that you don't want to mess around with certain type of girls and certain type of things that you don't like that stuff when I do it, but you see it on social media or out in the streets, then it's game on. Long as it's not me, long as it's not your girl doing it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting. And I guess that could be true, right? You want to see, but I guess it's when she's right. Yeah, right. I guess if you wouldn't. I don't know.
Fantasy stuff and reality is two different things, right?
Right.
Like, okay, you do all the freaky stuff, but no, I don't want you doing that. She could do that, but not you. Like, that's make believe. That's make believe. That's not our thing. That's not our girl.
Right. And if the 304 is the girl who's outside, and if you're in the house, then why are you posting pictures like you outside? That would make you a hypocrite, right? You would be a hypocrite if that was the case, right? If you're
and nobody's wifing her. Nobody's wifing the chick outside. She's just outside.
Well, I think you might get them outside, right? You might meet them outside, but I don't think you want to continue to. And when I say outside, I mean just meet them. I don't mean in the strip club or anything. I'm not sure what outside means, but I'm saying however I met a girl, if we started kicking it, I think we change some, right? We don't continue the same things. Because if I'm with someone, I should act differently than when I'm not with someone, right? There should be a difference. So I don't think it should be the same. But for me, I'm a little different too. If you want to post pictures, with your butt out and your breasts out, go ahead. I'm just going to die a little bit inside each time. To a certain point when I'm dead and I'm gone, I'm going to leave because I'm like, I can't take it. But yeah, I don't try to force you to do anything, but the things you do can lead to be like, that's like I said, I'm dead. And when you're dead, you leave. And what about, I had interesting conversations about guy and girl trips. If you're in a relationship, is it okay to go on girl-only trips? Is it okay to go on guy-only trips? Then what do you think? Anybody? Well, Vaughn, yeah, what do you think? I
never been on one. I mean, I got 8 brothers. I mean, if we go, I never really set out on a guy-only trip.
Right.
A bunch of single guys going anywhere is a problem.
No, we're talking about in a relationship.
So if you in a relationship and you going out with a bunch of dudes, like I don't know, man. I never been on one. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm kind of the same way. Even when I did go like a couple places with my homies, we just went and hung out. Like it wasn't crazy. I think people may think it may be more crazy, or maybe some people do use it to be crazy. It just hasn't been a thing for me. And even if my girl went away on a girl's trip, I think I don't mind that. I just mind her being gone. Like I don't like her going to the store, let alone out of the country or state. So,
out of eyesight, out of eye shot. Yeah, I never.
Why would you want to? I want to travel with my man. Right. So that's kind of I am too. I'm like, I'd rather be with the person, but I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't have a need to be with my guy friends like that to go on trips. I'd rather be with her. At least I can roll over in something wet at night. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't, like I said, I'm with you, Vaughn. I haven't really been on too many guy trips. Actually, the trips I went on with guys, we won these dance contests and we had to go fly out for different things. So how about you, Leanne? Girl trips? Cool?
Yes. I've went on one.
While you're in a relationship? I mean, you're in a relationship. There's the key word. You both are in relationships. Is it okay for
I wasn't
you
in a
both?
relationship at the time. But
Right.
I don't mind going out on a girl's trip while I'm in a relationship because I'm also in a relationship with my friends.
Okay.
We also need bonding time to strengthen our relationship or work through things or just have fun and let our hair down without the pressure of our mate there. And, you know, long as everybody's doing what they supposed to be doing and ain't doing no old off the wall stuff, acting like you not single. I mean, acting like you not in a relationship. We good. I don't think you have to go out and lose all of your morals and your whole cotton picking mind because you decided to go out with your girls. You can go out and have clean fun.
Right. Right.
And
That's the thing.
your girls.
I agree. I think sometimes people are, that's what I'm like, if you don't want your girl going on a trip or your guy going on a trip, what's that stemming from? Is that an insecure thing? Do you think they're going to do things? And if that's the case, then they can do things at work. So the trip isn't the problem.
Right.
Right. Okay. So yeah, that's interesting. I don't necessarily, I wouldn't mind if my girl went on a girl's trip or, you know, vice versa. Cause I don't have any that unless there's something about her saying, hey, look, you know, she may do something, but then that's not the trip. That's the relationship. Maria said, hell no, you might roll in the powder.
Stupid.
Yo, it's hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. I think we should be able to go on trips. Not that I would necessarily, like I said, I don't really want to go with my friends because we're all boring anyway. So, like my man's friends, like what are we gonna be doing? So yeah, I don't know why, but some people do. Like I know some of my homies do, but it depends where you're going to. I think there's some places you go that have a stigma with it. If you go like to like what is the Philippines or what is it like? I don't know. Some place where people go where what is it, Brazil, where they go and they get their free going. So I can see how people would have a problem with going certain places. But yeah, I'm not really. I'm cool. I think that if you want to go on a trip, go ahead. Depending how long it is, and just know, look, my girl can go wherever she wants. You want to go on a girl's trip? Go ahead. Just let me know when we leave. That's all I need to know. What time we leave, when the bags are packed. Maria said,
Make sure you weave right. Fighting, I would have not being realistic about their predicaments. She'll never put that pressure on him of Gucci or Louis or any of that because she knows Billy has Walmart money. She will go get a purse from Walmart, wardrobe from Walmart because Walmart is her ceiling. Why does it seem like black men are the only men that I'm complaining about providing? I would have to blame black women for not being realistic about their predicaments. She'll never put that pressure on him of Gucci or Louis or any of that.
Well, that's a very interesting comment. Now, I don't know if it's, I guess I don't know why he said black women. Is that exclusive to black women? Is that something that black women do?
No. He was reading a comment, I think, and responding to the comment. That's what he made.
Yeah,
that's what it sounds like.
Okay, I would say I think any woman or any person who puts more on a person knowing their situation is problematic, right? So if I am the provider in that sense where I'm providing, 90%, 70% of everything, and you want something that's way out, you want a Bentley, then I think we don't match. we're not right for each other. So that would be interesting. But yeah, that would be a problem for a woman to do that. And I think I also think the problem with the conversation about providing and things of that nature is that, women, are making more money now. So I don't understand how anybody would get into a relationship, say, hey, you pay, you provide for all the bills, when if we put our money together, we could do more. We can get a bigger house. We could go on more trips. So I just don't understand the rationale of one person doing anything. Even the same thing I would say with her having to, if you wanted her to do what you call womanly duties, like she has to cook and clean all the time. I don't understand that either. I mean, I can cook, I can clean.
I don't cook, I don't clean.
Right. And you see, she got babies and no husband and a new nigga already. So,
and still, she don't cook, she don't clean.
And she don't get claimed.
And still, she don't cook, she don't clean.
Yo.
What the fuck? We talking about?
I get it. I get it. And again, I think but I like that she's telling you that so you know what you're getting into.
Right.
She's setting her table, right? And she's saying
that is the answer. That is the answer. The answer is communicate and rock with people who make sense.
Right. Right. I agree. I think that we do have to find a way to communicate so that we can ask these questions without being offensive or turning a person off, with said question. That is really important.
But if the question is offensive, then that probably means it's not the right person, and that is a means of communication as well. It would be better if it could be positive communication, but sometimes you get the answer without getting the answer.
Hey, you ain't never lied, but that's why I said, fellas, you have to learn how to answer a question that's not going to be offensive, right? So I think sometimes you get your own feeling like, I didn't mean it that way. What are you talking about? It's ask the question. But if someone is telling you this is offensive, then you have to believe what they say, right? Arguing with them about how they feel about a thing doesn't make sense sometimes. You should say, okay, my fault, and ask the question in a different way. That's the good thing about language. There's many different ways to express yourself. If you're both upset about a table, then I think you both need a therapy. We'll call Doc and get you a seat on her couch and let her help you out. Give me another one, Leanne. No more yawning. Hurry up. See, it's tough seeing you because now I see it's time. This is ridiculous.
Oh, no, it's because we're looking at patterns. Why are we looking at patterns? Because we're checking for safety. We are always testing, am I safe here?
Whatever causes you to take the history of peace that I've given you from whatever time, right? Obviously, if I'm your man at this point, we've got at least 7, 8, 9 seasons of qualifications that made me a person that you could lead with. And because one spike or decrease in femininity makes you all of a sudden question your security, then maybe you didn't feel safe here.
No, that's
or you
not
have
the truth.
You have your own work to do. But what I'm supposed to do as a man is be like, you know what, babe? I understand.
This is exactly why men and women fight, because you're going to logic and she naturally goes to emotion. What you're saying makes sense, okay?
Of course it does.
Everything that you're saying makes sense logically, but emotionally, it doesn't make sense. And even a regulated woman, because it is natural. Why does a dog bark? I don't know. Why does a woman feel the way that she feels? I don't know.
No, my only problem, I understand the spike, and I understand that at some point she will get back to center and realize that she was safe, but
sometimes a woman can talk her out of a relationship.
So what were they saying? I was really getting good and I didn't really get what they were saying. She didn't feel safe because it's something he did one time and he's like, it's one time, get over it. And she said, no, I feel. Oh, help me out.
It was confusing as hell. I don't know what they was talking about.
I didn't really know.
They was headed somewhere and then they just stopped.
Right. I think it stopped a little early. I don't necessarily know exactly what they were talking about, but it's very interesting. And we kind of were just saying we have to talk so the other person understands. if he's speaking logical and she's speaking feelings, which are not logical, which I don't know how we can talk about feelings because feelings are feelings. It does become difficult to have a conversation that way. And I do think
yada. Listen.
There we go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
One thing I learned this from my great grandfather though, when he was just like, you would know the caliber in which a woman view you by how she handled you in your failures.
Yeah.
That stuck out real much to me because, you know, when everything is good, everything is good.
Right.
You know, but how do you view me when something does fall through? Yeah. Or I need you to step in this element until I can get this element. Yeah. But one thing I learned.
Oh, that's real. I agree 100%. I tell people all the time, I don't really need you when things are good. It's when that thing goes left that I'm gonna need you to be there, to step in, to be something I can lean on if I need to lean on something. I agree. So, and I didn't put it like that, but like you said, you can tell that woman feels about you, how she cares about you when Leanne is over there tripping.
I gotta get off this camera.
This is what she does behind the camera, fellas and fellettes. She's letting us see a little BTS, so we know what happens over there. She got the shoulder out, showing off for somebody. She probably got people tuning in. Like, watch my shirt.
I don't have nobody tuning in.
Hey, tune in. And then she got all the shoulder out, the cheeks out. Leanne, we're on to you. Don't turn this into your personal dating. Okay, this is not what this is.
No, sir.
She said, come see me live. Shoulders. But yeah. Oh wow, it's the biggest yawn I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, you're on camera. Yeah, but people will let you know how they feel about you because when times, and that's your friends, this goes in almost any aspect of life. When things are down, you'll see who really rocks with you, right? Who really got you? Who's going to stand in that foxhole with you? So I agree 100% with that. It's about 9:30, right? Let's wrap this up.
9:38.
Any last words? You got some last words, Leanne? What you got from?
Yes. If you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. Just make sure you got your money right. Put that to the side. Tuck it for a rainy day. Everybody got to retire someday. What else do we need to know? We need to know that just because I tell you my expectations doesn't mean I'm proposing to you. And I tell you one thing, don't ask me about a damn table. I'll flip that damn table over.
I don't know. Hey, Vaughn, what you got?
None. It was interesting.
Yeah, I would say I learned something today, so I understand more about the table and why it's looked at that way. Because in the room, I was like, really, I don't understand about this damn table. I'm like, why does this table have these women triggered like this?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I will say, you know what? It's not a great question to ask if everybody's telling you it's not. We just have to find another way to find out what is going on with women, because it seems like they have some trouble talking about their table. Hey, D, you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
All right. Yeah. Any last words?
Yep. I learned that Leanne is my new anger management coach, and that she's going to help me to express myself more in circumstances and be more outspoken in my feelings. I'm about to follow her around for the next couple weeks and just do what she does. I also have gathered that I definitely need Vaughn to call me Donnie from here on out. Anything else? That is now the only thing that he is allowed to call me. And that people should say what they mean and mean what they say and ask questions, because, again, if you don't get if they're offended by the question, then you're probably going to be offended by the answer. And either way, you figured out what you need to figure out. That's what I got.
Yeah, I agree. All great things. Hey, we want to thank everybody for joining us. Please continue to join us each and every Friday at 8 o'clock. We'll be here at your tell you what you know. Check us out. Nothing But Answers. We have YouTube. We have Facebook. Please keep inviting people to Facebook. Your friends, Leanne's over there jamming or something. I don't know what she's doing. It's very distracting. Please go to our YouTube, like, subscribe, share. Please help us get the numbers up so we can get an algorithm and you can get our content all week long. We're going to start adding some more content on some different days as well. I ain't got a problem with talking about mine. There we go, Maria. I'm coming to that table. And we're on TikTok as well. So check us out, all Nothing But Answers. Check us out. We'll be back next. Hey, anybody got anything coming up? Any shows, anything? Anything? We got stars on here. Leanne, I seen something you have on April. When's your poetry joint?
April, first Saturday in April.
First Saturday in April. We're gonna put it in the group. Leanne got a little show coming up. I think she's a featured act. I seen her on the flyer. Go you. Vaughn, what you got?
I got Good Vibes March 21st in Camden. We have The Queen on March 29th in Wilmington, Delaware. I don't have it in front of me. We got the Delancey in New York. I believe it's April 15th. And it's another date. I got a couple more dates. I just don't have them in front of me.
Cool. We're gonna Vaughn, make sure you post those in the room. Steve, you have anything coming up?
Tomorrow in Willingboro, I'm opening for Michael Sean's birthday celebration. Tickets are still available. They will be available at the door.
That's tomorrow.
The 28th. That's tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at was it 609 Elite Club? Willingboro. It's on my page.
Okay.
Also, on the 28th, I am performing for a comedy show at Booker's in Philly. Tickets available for that. Also, check the flyer on my page. I'm in Harlem on Wednesday if anybody's in the New York area. On this Wednesday coming, I'm doing a women's history program from Maria Davis Mad Wednesdays. What else do I have going on?
Wow.
Please follow. Say one more time.
Share it in our room as well. But is Booker's the sister of the one in Camden or no?
I don't believe that they're connected. I don't believe that they're connected.
All right. Second. All right. So look, we got a lot going on. Everybody got something going on. I'm gonna find something to do. I'm gonna be acting at down at the Delaware River. Just pull up. I don't know. I'm gonna be out there singing or something. I'm gonna have a bucket. You can throw some money in my hat. I'll let y'all know the dates when I'm there and the times. But all right, we had enough. Let's get out of here. Hey, Leanne, hit that button. Hey, everybody, have a good weekend.
Bye.
We'll see you next week.